get a little bit of time to relax today. I've been beating my head so hard against the wall for the last few days, trying to keep up with the mowers, that today I'm kind of getting a break. What's interesting is within the last, I don't know, a bunch of mowers, let's put it that way. I don't know how many. All within a couple of days of each other. They just kept coming and kept coming and kept coming. I thought, man, I'm never going to get done. And even though I hated it, I caught a lucky break. Because the zero turn here, the PTO was supposed to be here last Monday. It got here and it was wrong one. So, had to return and get another one. Well, it's not going to be here until this Monday. So I had to put this one aside. If I'd had to done this one Monday, I'd be still beating my head against the wall, trying to catch up. But now I get a break. I'm checking the tires. And I can do that one Monday. Now, he wanted tubes put in that, so this morning I got up out here about 6 o'clock in the morning and I put tubes in all 4 tires. So now all I got to do is finish up the PTO and put a belt on it. Won't take any time at all. So that one's about wrapped up. The Beast does a great job picking these mowers up. Just absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna get up here and sit on this because every time I get a mower put on it, it does a little poppy noise. And I'm not sure what's popping. It could be this thing. So I'm gonna sit on it and see if it pops. Nope, not popping. I twisted my knee a few days ago. Man, I don't know if it's ever going to heal. So one guy picked up his mower this morning. He was uber happy that it was running. Called me a magician. I called this guy. He said, okay. No. He said, thanks. So I don't know when he's going to pick it up, even though I asked him to let me know. This guy's supposed to be here tomorrow. I forget what time. And this guy is supposed to be here Monday for these two. And I told you a story about that. That's the air filter that was so clogged up. So, I don't know. It's really funny how this lawnmower business goes. It just 2 days and you're just swamped. I mean, just swamped. And then nothing. Haven't gotten another call since we got these mowers in. One guy said he was going to bring a deck over. He never brought it. I never understand that. They seem so confident that they're going to do something and then they don't do it. I don't get that. Check the water here, see if we need to add water. Maybe a little. Really wouldn't be, it's not really worth the time, but since I'm not doing anything, I just will go ahead and do it. You never know, I might be busy tomorrow for some reason. I do think I'm going to cut grass tomorrow. Carolyn wants to go shopping Sunday. And want to make sure that I get the grass cut. So I'll put the phone in my pocket. That way if it rings, Carolyn doesn't have to answer it. It's almost inevitable. As soon as I get to doing something, somebody will call. Yesterday I was working on a Honda carburetor. Well, this one. And the hardest job to do on carburetors is a Honda. It is just super difficult because a Briggs & Stratton, you put the carburetor on 2 studs. It slides on 2 studs. But with the Honda carburetor, you have to hold the gaskets and the intake manifold and the air filter and all that stuff. There's like 6 pieces. And then you got to slide a bolt through them all. It's a complicated process. I'm sure Honda, when they manufacture them, have some sort of jig to make it easy. There probably is a jig to make it easy for me too. I just don't have it. Don't even know what it is. So, and I mean, I was right there holding it, trying to get the bolt in. And if you don't get it in right, it'll leak air bad. And somebody called. Oh, just aggravating. So, go down here and start the inverter. I should have said what I was doing. But kind of a nice rest day. See, you can see that we need to cut the grass. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's walk down here in the woods for a second, because somebody asked me to go down in the woods. I don't want to go down there too far because of the ticks. Also, my path has been blocked because I cut a tree a couple months ago, which I do need to get cut up. I just laid it down, but I do need to get busy on that at some point. And it's nice and grown up. I do come down here and try to cut a path still, although you can't really tell. But if I don't get that tree cut up soon, it'll just sit there and rot, and I don't want that. See, the deer are laying down here when it hails and storms. They sit underneath these trees to try to protect themselves. Saw 3 deer last night. They just watch me, and then they'll move on. I try not to scare them off. I let them, you know, I'm walking down to start the generator or something. So it's all grown up. I'm gonna knock these little cedar trees down. I don't want cedar trees growing. They take away from the beauty because they kill everything around it. Here's the tree that I cut down, blocking the path. Can't even get to the other side because it's in the way. I'll have to walk in the creek or something. Gotta be careful. Don't want copperheads hitting me walking in these rocks. That would not be a fun day. There we go. Yeah, I really need to get that down. Oh, I missed. See, my plan was once a month I was going to start the chainsaw. I started every month, whether I need to or not, just to make sure that the gas doesn't go bad in it. And I missed a month. So what I was going to do is every month I was just going to cut some, a tank full of gas until that was cut up. And I missed that first month, and then we got busy. So I haven't started the chainsaw or cut that. So by the time I have to go and cut it, chainsaw probably won't start. I have to go clean the carburetor. It's hard to believe we've been here 6 years. You know, we had 15 years of firewood when we started that first year. And it's about half gone. It's kind of amazing. So I'm starting to panic, like, well, I need to get back on that. Oh, I forgot I was doing this. Let's finish this up. Start the inverter. Yeah, when I was a kid, I had a wheel horse lawnmower. Oh, I love that thing. Dad and I put it together, and then my grandpa and I kept it together. But I don't know why, but for some reason we had to sell it. And I've always wanted a big garden tractor like that again. Ever since then, I was 10 years old when I had it. Always wanted one, but I never bought one. Never. I looked at them, but never bought one. So then we get the Beast, which is a garden tractor. Uh-oh, something happened here. Oh, I know what I did. I got the well hooked into the generators, and that always scares me when I forget to do that. So I bought the Beast for $100, and I was gonna flip it. You know, we flipped it, and we actually sold it. And then the guy wanted us to buy it back, so we bought it back. And Carolyn finally said, you know, I want to keep that. Now she doesn't use it, but she wanted to have it to knock down brush or just anything. So now we have, you know, I have this big garden tractor that I've always wanted. But I got it for $100. So I have a point to the story, but I got sidetracked here. Here we go. The reason I plug it into the generator is so I can pressure wash. So I look at these guys who buy these zero turns like that, 54 inches, 60 inches for residential homes. Now, when you live by the lake, these properties are not very big. Yeah, you could really make do with a 48 inch and be fine, and they're a lot cheaper. And being on these hills, a zero turn is dangerous, just dangerous. You lose traction, you're in the lake. That's better. So they spend, you know, upward $10,000 somewhere around there for a zero turn, and then they want to get it repaired, and they're like, why does it cost so much to get it repaired? I heard somebody say one time, if you can't afford the repair bill on a John Deere, don't buy a John Deere. They're just more expensive, and it's hard to get parts for because you got to go through John Deere. There's very few aftermarkets. So I don't understand why people buy these big lawnmowers. When I've wanted a garden tractor my entire life, never bought one because I really didn't have a need for one other than to play. And that's exactly what I was doing with the Beast before I turned it into a tow truck. Now I actually worry that I use it too much because I kind of need it. Fortunately, you can pick these up pretty cheap everywhere. You see them on Facebook Marketplace all the time. You know, actually it might be worth just picking up another one just to have for parts. But now, you know, now I need it. I'm glad I got it. But I don't understand why you need anything this big on a mountainside full of rocks. It's just massive. 54 inches. It uses a ton of gas. I mean, and the thing is, you know, I had to air those tires up. And I thought there must have been a hole in the tire because it took so long for the pressure to build up enough on that little pump, air pump. I thought, well, maybe the air's just bleeding right out of it. So I took my tank, which doesn't have enough air to air those up, and at least got it up to about 3 pounds before it ran out of air. Don't know where I left off. This customer here called. You know, you gotta love this. He says the Honda doesn't run. So I get it fixed, and in order to test it, you know, make sure that my fix worked, I did have to turn on the mower blade and turn on the drive to make sure that the carburetor repair worked. And the reason you do that is because you got to make sure that it's under a load, and the secondary jet in the carburetor opens up. So I know this one worked, but he said this one was smoking, so I had no reason to check anything. Got to the air filter, I realized he put it on its side, and it doesn't and that's what was causing the smoking. Once I got that fixed, I had no further reason to do anything else. And the reason I don't do anything else is I don't want to break it. The more I touch, the more potential there is for something to break. So I leave it alone. Well, he calls, or, you know, I called him yesterday and tell him it's ready. He said, okay, I'll be there Monday. Well, he just calls and says, hey, can you check the tracking on those to make sure that they're moving around? Well, this one's not. It doesn't move. So he knew it was broke, otherwise he wouldn't call. So now he's going to want this done before Monday. Here it is Friday. So I don't know what to tell him. So I'll have to figure out what's wrong with it. So I'm going to jump off of here. So if you'll click this up next box that take the video over to my other channel, I really appreciate it if you go check it out. So I hope I can inspire you. I don't know, get caught up so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.